Hi, this is Bio, peak performance coach and author. I want to talk to you right now a little bit about network marketing and peak performance with network marketing. I kind of have a smile on my face because, network marketing is one of those industries that is the best thing in the world for some people and is the worst thing in the world for other people. But I remember my first exposure to network marketing. I was about 21 years old. I'm 33 now, so that was about 12 years ago. I remember being at a gas station, pumping gas in my car. Somehow, a quick conversation with the guy. He's like telling me about the deregulation of utilities. Hands me a business card. He says he's a businessman in the area. This was actually in Clarksville, Tennessee. It gives me the card, and it's like curiosity and fascinated by it. I look at the card. Okay, I have no idea what it is, so the curiosity gets me to go to the meeting. I go to the meeting. There's all kinds of people there. There's some people that are cool and positive. They're talking about a lot of things, and they're telling me that this is the opportunity of a lifetime, basically. And then if I don't decide now, I may never achieve the wealth that I dream and desire about. So that was my entry, or well, it wasn't even my entry, because what happened was, I think I came home and I was excited and I told my mother about it. She was like, "This is a pyramid scheme. What do they mean, deregulation of this and that?" And back then there wasn't as much information to research, so I didn't start there. Then I think a couple years later, when I actually moved to the DC area, I was interested in real estate investing and was really looking for ways to have different sources of income. And one place where I was rooming at a room there, he was like a Primerica rep, and he was all about Primerica. And he was convincing me that with insurance, you can sell insurance and you can connect it with all the people with real estate, and on and on and on. So many years, there were a lot of different companies that I worked with. Until I started finding a little better success when I learned that with network marketing, you have to align it with your values and with really who you are and what you're doing. But my point is that I think that now that network marketing has gotten to the level that it has gotten to, and the profession has begun to get people who are now educating about it, now it's important to understand how to operate in it effectively, how to maximize it as a peak performer, and how to add it to your repertoire and one of your streams of income without losing stride in everything else you're doing. Because if there's one thing I know, people that usually have an issue with network marketing, usually their fear is usually the time that they may have to invest into it, the effort, or the money, basically reinvesting into it and things like that. And usually those fears are primarily because they don't have a specific methodology of operating it. It's very wide open to a lot of people. It's very kind of like Wild Wild West. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get people to join in this opportunity. I don't know how I'm going to sell the products or the service. I don't have an idea of how I'm going to promote the events. So because of that confusion, a lot of people are really avoidant of it. And the sad part about it is that our economy is turning into a performance-based economy. If you ever have the chance, there's two very powerful books I think you should read. One is Go Pro by Eric Worre. The other one is Risky is the New Safe by Randy Gage. And in these books, you're going to see detailed descriptions about the reason why network marketing is on the rise. And I'll tell you a little bit about that now. Why? One of the reasons that network marketing is on the rise now is because in the past, when a company wanted to bring a product or service to the marketplace, they basically had their manufacturing, they had their distribution, and then what they would do is they would create advertising and marketing across general mass media. That would be billboards, that would be radio, TV, magazines, newspapers, flyers, and all these type of things, right? And so with that marketing was always a separate budget. There was always like money that was geared to just throwing the image of the idea and the branding of the products out there. Then they would have a sales force who's kind of like the command fleet on the ground, who was expected to go in face to face with people and close the deal so that the product could actually be put into the stores, brought into people's homes, and so forth and so on. And then, you know, more manufacturing, more distribution to those retail outlets and all this. So this whole entire crazy chain of all of that, right? Well, because of the changes in our economy, you know, there's the book "The World Is Flat." Basically, we've been able to outsource to other countries. The digital economy has created the connectivity that's allowing more people to be in touch with one another at a faster pace. And because of this, people are now able to leverage all of this, and many companies are seeing that they can get the product or the service that's manufactured to the end user so much quicker if they just basically manufacture the product and put it into a representative's hand and compensate them greatly for that, basically network marketing, by speaking to other people and taking it through their community one by one, and then ultimately multiplying that through teams. So that money that was spent on the budgeting and the salespeople and commission, on the budgeting for marketing and advertising and the budgeting for salespeople and commission, could be condensed. And then even on top of that, then you have drop shipping. Then on top of that, you have companies where you don't even have inventory. So the only cost is basically creating training materials and creating the right deals and the mechanisms in the system so that people can just take this product or service to the lives of other people. Now, if that is occurring, then what happens is the products are getting to the market, the services are getting to the market, and people are seeing other people prosper at a greater, higher rate. So they're like, it's not like when someone was selling something before and they're like, I'm a doctor, you're a salesperson, you know, I'm going to buy this because I have a doctor's earnings and I like this and I'm going to take it. Now, the doctor himself is realizing like, wow, you know, I could, you know, my income, if it's set here, I could actually have another stream of income flowing in if I get involved with this. And so that's the power that network marketing has. It means that no matter what profession or industry you're in, you have the ability to get a piece of the pie and also to share something with your circles of influence that will bring residual income back into your pocket. Now, having said that, what happens is that there's different levels of class in our society. There's different levels of expectation from different people who have had experience with network marketing. So some people, because of their level or what they've achieved academically, feel they're too intelligent to work in a network marketing manner. There's people who feel that they're maybe too more of on a blue collar level, that feel that they don't want to, they feel that there's not skills or communication abilities that they have in order to be a great influencer or a speaker, to be a network marketer. So you have these both ends of the spectrum. You have the person who's maybe super white collar, who's got all the degrees and distinctions and everything, and they feel like network marketing is beneath them. And then you have someone who's on the blue collar level who feels like maybe network marketing is above them. Maybe they just don't have the communication skills to get all these people or whatever. And then you have, of course, people in the middle. But here's where peak performance in network marketing becomes absolutely important. See, the problem is that people don't understand how to actually engage network marketing and use it to their best ability. So they're focusing on the wrong skills. If someone has the ability to speak to thousands of people, of course, would they not go tell, you know, an audience of 1,000 about their opportunity? And they may not even do it in that way. They may just expose their opportunity to an audience of 1,000 and then push play on a video. Now, if someone doesn't have that ability, they're going to say, oh, well, that person's going to be on the top because they can speak to thousands of people at one time, so they're going to be a better network marketer than me. But that's not true at all. And the reason being is that network marketing has become so much more sophisticated, companies are so much better and the leadership is so much better that now there are systems in place to where, especially with video marketing and the internet, that all a person has to do is push play. So what happens is you have the construction worker who can push play, you have the nurse who can push play, you have the doctor who can push play, the attorney who can push play, the accountant who can push play, the executive who can push play, and the opportunity is presented through video and through a system of people who are sharing their stories and experiences. And guess who those people are? Those people are construction workers and doctors and accountants and all the other old economy kind of professions. It doesn't mean that people should completely abandon all professions and that all professions will be network marketing. What it means is that if people have the desire, there's a choice now. There's a much greater opportunity for them to gain wealth by trading products and services for money versus just trading their time for money. So as a peak performer in network marketing, your real challenge, your real discipline and skill is being able to get out of the way of yourself and have enough focus and concentration and discipline to actually follow a design system. And that type of peak performance is where you have to understand concentration, you have to understand the magic of rituals, habits, and routines, and basically less is more, essentially. Because the more that you try to do in terms of being a salesperson, the less likely the people that you're expressing it to are going to want to be involved with it, because then again, they feel like it's either beneath them or above them. And you don't want to give anyone that feeling. You want to, the challenge is to give people that feeling of neutrality in terms of what has to be done in order for them to be successful with the network marketing opportunity. So there are a number of resources which I can leave you details on more, and I may go into those in more detail. But I want you to just remember one thing, that when there's a multi-billion-dollar industry and there are people who are being successful with it, in order to do well in such an industry like network marketing, you just simply can't believe doubters, skeptics, critics, and those who are just negative dream stealers. It's just not productive to you as a peak performer, and it's not going to enhance your multiple streams of income. And I'm all about multiple streams of income, and I think we all should be. And so when you see that, you'll start to realize, like, okay, I see that this opportunity is solid, it's a good company, you've met the people, you've talked to the people, you've done whatever research you need to do, and you've done the preliminary work to understand the potential of it, the risks involved, and so forth. Once you've done that basic research, and then, you know, there's a couple of blogs online that are just really negative and things like that, you have to use your critical mind to not allow that to prevent you from leveraging and using it to maximize your ability. Then you get in there and then you work the system the correct way. And when you work the system the correct way, you're going to see absolutely extraordinary results. So that's what I'm proposing for you, to learn to be a better peak performer at network marketing and to get better results, to rise to the top of the compensation plan. And I will have a lot more details on that as I go into more detail on how to be successful with network marketing. Until next time, again, peak performance coach and author Bio. I want you to basically have the best results possible.